this?
Hey everyone, this is Cameron Cook on site at the National Weather Service building at FSU in Tallahassee. Remember when I said I'd do videos like this if there were ever an imminent threat of a tropical storm hitting your area? Well, guess what? Tropical storm Milton is in the Gulf of Mexico, and spaghetti models are showing it could hit here within the next 96 hours, which is about 4 days. So I'm going to give you the latest details on what to expect from that. Tropical storm Milton is located in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, and it's forecast to move east-northeast over the next 4 days before hitting the west coast of Florida on Wednesday or Thursday. So regarding the short notice on this storm, we couldn't figure out if the center would be over water or on land, or if it would be swept out to sea by a cold front before it could strengthen. But it's currently taking advantage of its situation in the Gulf of Mexico and forming much faster than previously thought. Therefore, it's going to be in a much stronger situation to strengthen. How much? Well, it's currently forecast to be a major hurricane. Now, intensity forecasts have underestimated this historically and recently. So, given its interaction with warm water over the loop current at a time later than when it's expected to go through most of its strengthening, looks like it's going to be a Category 4. Anywhere along the west coast from Perry down to Fort Lauderdale, spaghetti models currently look confident to narrow it down to Pasco, Pinellas, and Sarasota, with the official forecast track having it go right over Pinellas and the two most recently made hurricane models having it go slightly north. This could change with a center fix change, meaning the center could form somewhere else, or it could not move as far south over the next 2 days, and that would mean a further north landfall than what we're currently expecting. This is going to be a major hurricane, but the worst of the damage of that only necessarily applies to where the hurricane will directly hit. So water threats, remember, are the worst part of hurricanes, not just because they're ubiquitous with wherever the storm can reach, but also because of what we saw from Helene in Pinellas. The storm didn't even hit there, and we still had lots of problems down there with damage. So, least case scenario regarding winds, rain, and surge and flooding. If it misses over 70 miles north or south, we'll get tropical storm force winds, branches down, about what happened with Helene, maybe a little bit less than that. Rainfall will be 5 to 7 inches, and I can't currently find any forecast for storm surge, but it will be worse than Helene most likely. Worst case scenario is a dead-on hit with winds over 100 miles an hour, branches, trees, mobile homes, and unstable structures destroyed, significant coastal flooding and storm surge, moderate to minor inland flooding, ports and port drainage areas, power out for weeks, roads and bridges closed as long, and significant devastation to the entire area. The model average scenario has it within 30 miles north or south, let's just say mostly north right now, of Pinellas and Hillsborough. This would mean about the same amount of rain, 7 inches, minor to moderate inland flooding, significant coastal flooding, significant surge, winds of 85 miles an hour gust in coastal areas, 60 miles an hour gust inland, branches and trees down, mobile homes damaged, power out for, let's say, less than a week to a week. Conditions overall slightly worse than Helene given the current model average scenario. So given the current information, you should prepare more than as it was for Helene, because with Helene, we knew it was going to miss the area. With this, it could be a dead-on hit. So prepare to have power out for a week or more. Prepare to have non-perishable items for a week or more, and figure out a plan in the coming 24 hours, because this storm is only 4 days away. Given the amount of time we have, that not only means that we don't have a lot of time to prepare, but that the forecast confidence is high as well. I will have an update ready Sunday night. In the meantime, have a good night. Thank you for watching. These opinions are mine and mine alone, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of trained professionals whom you should take heed to over me, obviously. And this information will be outdated in a matter of hours, so please stay tuned to local forecast, and if this video is more than a day old by the time you watch it, disregard all information as present, and please stay up to date on actual resources.